our young competitors in starters' hands.
So off to a pretty good start there. Again, this is more of a traditional start with the boards. We see pretty tight racing here. And don't forget, these competitors, one break and you're out. So it's nerves aplenty on the start line, but you still want to be going hard. So it looks like City of Perth there, Mullaloo, Sorrento, Cottesloe doing the best of that start there. Again, these young ladies, they would have been watching what's been going on with the older competitors and trying to learn as much as they can, particularly about this drift. So all in a line, pretty even field here, and it's great to see so far not a lot of carnage from this rising surf.
It's still very much out of the northwest, the wind. If you are watching at home, you just tuned in for the first time at mybeach.com.au, the SunSmart WA Surf League. We go to Scarborough and Sorrento for the next of our series races, but down here at Secret Harbour today, the wind, very strong wind coming out of the northwest at around about 25, 30 kilometres an hour. Expecting a maximum of 27 degrees today, and it's probably sitting around that 23 to 25 degrees at the moment. As you heard from our meteorologist, our amateur meteorologist Grant True, the dark clouds are building on the horizon. We are expecting rain later today in Perth, but plenty of really good racing to go. The junior races straight through to the finals and the stars of tomorrow. So Nikita Freydenay, Soraya Lee, Ethan Jackson, Jack, these are all names that have come through this system. Max Anderson-Loke, the junior part of the youth part of the WA Surf League.
So it's all pretty even there with the board. Now, obviously, these competitors, they don't do the ski. So it's board and swim, so it's a little bit quicker, but still nice and even there. So you can see on the screen 4 or 5 competitors within about 2 metres. Really tight racing. Have a look at this around the cans. These are young competitors. They're friends off the beach and off the water, but once they get out there, it's all on and it's game on. So these ladies just working the runs, working into the runs and trying to get every little bit of advantage. You see them kicking their legs there. That's just a way for them to keep their balance and keep their rhythm and their timing. And then we'll see as they turn this last yellow can, watch the rating. So the rating is the speed at which their arms are moving. The rating comes up and they're trying to get as much advantage out of these running swells as possible. First turn there for Trig Island, straight onto an ease. She's going to get the most advantage there. So still neck and neck there. No big moves yet. So this is going to come down to inside that run. We see the great surf there in the background from this drone. And Trig Island there out in the lead. A local young lady from, I think it's Kira from Secret Harbour. She's into second position. She's going to have the most experience with this bank, particularly the swim and the board. Right, first of the waves coming through here. So this rest of the field is what we call a party wave. 3 or 4 competitors all in the same wave. It's just fattened up a bit, but have a look at Kira from Secret Harbour. She's got that wave right through. Big spills there from Trig Island. And, sorry, that looks like it might be even North Cottesloe there into first position. So still a little bit of work to do. We'll have to see how good this young lady's swim is. But great work there and held that wave probably the best out of the rest of the field. As we see 3rd, 4th and 5th still making their way across the bank. Northcott probably going to get some first lot of points today for their team. We know their boat crews are going to be competitive later on, and it's great to see some good young female water competitors coming through.
You see the competitors coming through on our screen. Lots of support here, Chewy, from the crowd. The crowd are going berserk. They love watching the junior and the youth racing. So back into the water, North Cottesloe, and going a long way north as well to try and get themselves out through and use that drift. So the stars of tomorrow, and they head through on the way out to that first of the swim cans. Northcott still leading, Chewy.
Yes, I think that might be Ruby Turner there as the youth iron woman. She's had the best of that paddle. She really held strong on that wave and just lifted it just at the right moment to avoid a nosedive, and now she's got a bit of a swim to go. So I mentioned before, it's hard work across this bank. She's ducking under. Watch how long she stays under. Pops up, and she's away back into some more wading and then holding her breath again. So really good surf skills here. She'll start swimming soon and get that kick underway and start duck diving under these waves.
Massive support down here from the team managers. These are the guys who spend so much time. You see them growing up through nippers, don't you, True? They're sort of out down at the club when they're 7 or 8 years of age, and they get to strut their stuff at the WA Surf League in front of a nice big crowd and in front of all their teammates, all the age group managers and the coaches, and huge support down here for the young guns as they go through. So just a board and a swim today for the boys and the girls, and our early leaders getting themselves out through that whitewash tree.
Yeah, that's right. Just while we see where these ladies have finished. So Ruby was in first place after the board, but she had Mia Nesbitt and Sophie Barron-Hay from City of Perth. Now, they're very good swimmers in second and third, and they're going to be working really hard to chase Ruby down, who's come just a little bit to the right of screen. So she'll start heading back up towards that first turning can. So it's not a long swim today. Once she's turned, she gets a lot of an advantage, but still a fair bit of work today. But she's done a really great swim, and she's picked a fantastic line.
Quite a few of the girls, Tree, did go well north even before they entered the water. So they just sort of got right across on the beach to try and make the most of the conditions. I'm sure it's spectacular on the screen watching at home. I'm down here on the beach with all the handlers, and there's still a big wave coming through out there, Tree, right out close to the can. So still getting white water, still getting smacked as they get out right out to near the top of the course. Fair bit can happen from here, Tree, still as they make their way back across the apex. Got to push into the wind still, into the northwesterly across the top, and then it's all tailwind in the way in.
Yeah, so we just see Ruby on screen now. She's got a really great stroke for such a young competitor. We can see she's got a pretty balanced kick there, probably about 2 or 3 strokes, and she's just lifting her head to get that last line on that can, but she's got nice high elbows, really good surf style there. But you can tell she spends a little bit of time in the pool, just getting those nice high elbows. She's just stopped there just to reset her course. And we look behind Mullaloo and City of Perth. They're chasing, and they're going to be really working hard. So they've closed that gap. Ruby just having a bit of trouble with that chop out the back. But once she turns, she's going to get the first advantage of those waves.
Has tightened up a little bit, hasn't it? So she makes her turn now. So should get a little bit of an advantage here. But as you say, needed to reset. So still a fair bit of work to be done in the water there before they come into the wave zone and the real big push as they come up onto the sandbank there. But Ruby from North Cottesloe still in the lead. She's got company though, Truey. Those girls will push hard from there. Sophie Barron-Hay, we've seen her in this format before go pretty well. And we can see Ruby just coming into the sandy water now, coming into the wave zone right now. So back to you, mate.
Yeah, so look, we see, I think that might be Mia and Jade in there in second and third. Mia from City of Perth, Jade from Mullaloo. They've had a great swim, and every stroke this lead is just getting whittled down. But don't forget, Ruby's going to get the first crack at these waves, and I think we'll see one just coming under her tail now. Let's see if this is strong enough. I don't think it is. Just got over. Mullaloo have joined it on that wave, and they're all off. So this race is now being tipped on its head. Jade from Mullaloo's come into the lead. Mia's pulled into second. The order going into that wave has reversed.
So a big crowd down here watching this now, Truey. All eyes on the water as we bring the juniors home, the youth home. So a lot of excitement in the different clubs. There's 14 teams a part of the WA Surf League. Looks like there's been a change at the top of the field, Truey. You've got best eyes on that, but it looks like the girl's starting to stand now, starting to dolphin. It's going to come down to the run, I reckon, Truey. It's going to come to that run across the bank and into the finish arch here, the SunSmart finish arch.
Yeah,
big crowd building up, lots of excitement.
Yeah, so we see Mia getting to her feet first. That's Jenna from Mullaloo just running across that bank. Now they've got this trough, 4 or 5 hard strokes, and we see Jenna just getting the best of that run on the top of the screen. Who's going to get to their feet first? This is a sprint finish. Love these finishes, and let's see who's it going to be. Mullaloo or City of Perth? Get behind them, crowd.
Crowd's gone crazy here. So Mullaloo get around the top there, the City of Perth in the second. So great racing from the girls. Great accolades from the crowds down here. They loved it.
Yeah,
And
so we see Jenna from Mullaloo in first, Sophie in second position from City of Perth, and then back to Jade, and then Mia from the other city team. So great racing. These girls look knackered. Let's see if we can get an interview off them, Simon.
Yeah, so Sophie Barron-Hay, Richie, her dad was a pretty good triathlete, and her mum, of course, a state netballer, Helen Carter. So some good genes there, and she got the good physique. But we'll try and zoom in, and the crowd going crazy down here. They love to see the youth doing well and pushing through. Pretty tough conditions for the girls and the boys down here with this strong wind. Very exciting racing down here at WA Surf League. We'll bring you an interview with our winner in just a sec, Truey, as we bring the rest of the field home. So cheer them in. All of these points count for your club, for your team. So bring them all into the finish line, folks. The SunSmart finish arch. City of Perth standing up there. You can see all the different Trig Island now just standing as well. Let's bring them in, the stars of tomorrow.
Yeah, so not long till a start in the youth Ironman, or maybe the ladies in the board. So ladies in the board are up next. And again, we're going to probably see Karis Graham once to watch, Soraya Lee, Nikita Farino, very, very good board paddler. And she's already gone around the course once. So we'll see what she's learnt from that first run. But the wind's picking up. You can just see the white cap just starting to run a little bit. And these last lot of youth Iron Women competitors coming through for a well-earned rest. So really good racing here. Wind is coming up. Don't forget, still got to stay SunSmart. Sip, slip, slop, slap and wrap, and stay out of the sun as much as possible. Get some sunscreen on and sunnies. Just because it's a bit cool and that wind's in doesn't mean you can't get sunburnt. So Cottesloe there rounding out the field, and great to see Cottesloe back into it with some good young competitors, particularly in the Nipper area. They're coming through really strong for that club. So in a few more years we'll see that club, I'm sure, getting back up into some state title dominance.